Okay, so today is another presentation, and we are going to listen to Mr. Papaluge Emmanuel to tell us what we don't know about this particular topic. So please, can you go ahead, sir?
Okay. Good morning, my fellow students. I'm here to present, to throw more light deep in human capital management. So I'm from Nigeria and I'm schooling in Siam University. Yeah. So thank you. So we'll start with what is human capital management, which in abbreviation HCM. So human capital management refers to the process of hiring, managing, and optimizing the workforce to enhance productivity and business value. It has evolved from a purely administrative role to a key strategic function. So, the key element of human capital management, the key is recruitment first. Recruitment is attracting and hiring the right talent, the right talent, onboarding, integrating new hires into the company. So payroll, managing employee compensation, time and attendance, tracking work hours and attendance, benefits and retirement services. So it is offering employees benefits and retirement planning, talent management, developing and retaining top talent, training, providing learning and development opportunity up to upskill employees. So we go to next slide. Let's dive into the benefit of human capital management. So it improves the productivity. You know, when you have a human capital management, it is a vital role. In fact, I will start to explain more, dive into more of what I write here, because human capital management is so vast. Yeah, it is one of the important aspects of human life. So I'm talking about the benefit. You know, it's assistance in hiring, engagement and retention of employees, effective productivity. Okay. Okay. Even as HCM has benefits, it also has challenges, which include talent strategy, user experience, big data, administrative burdens, systems integration, compliance, data security, and privacy. With all this mentioned, human capital management is important, and the strategy is critical to our success, and the technology gotten from it can also help our organization since it presents an opportunity to deliver strategic workforce optimizing for businesses. So here is a human capital management software. Human capital management software is an total of multiple HR systems that use mobile and cloud-based technology to process data, run reports, and create a smooth experience for the users. This software can be gotten from different vendors with best of breed approach. Choosing a HCM system, that is human capital management, choosing the right human capital management partner is something an overwhelming task, but if you are focused, organized, and strategic, it can be achieved. You can follow these steps for choosing the right human capital system. Outline the business goals, create a plan of action, identify, in, identify internal stakeholders that it might affect and keep them alerted always. Make sure you know your organization's approval process. Secure stakeholders approval. So how to build HCM? Hire talented individuals for vacancies, monitor their performance regularly, train them so their skills can be enhanced, retain them with a competitive pay. Difference between HCM and HRM. HRM means Human Resources Management. So we are here to combine them together to see their goals, their similarity. These two are similar in many aspects, but the difference between both are size and breadth of their service packages. HCM often provide core GR function for small to mid-sized business. HCM, okay, sorry, HRM, that is Human Resources Management, often provide core GR function for small to mid-sized businesses, while Human Capital Management offers comprehensive applications across the entire employee's life cycle. Okay, thank you. But I will go back to the beginning and explain what I understand by the whole topic. I will start by this human capital management. Is very important, like I said before. Is a is a is a one of the best topic that when you learn, it will help you build yourself, build your company, and in the longevity of the company. So not only now, but in the future, from 5 years to 10 years, your company is still intact. So it's the help of human capital management. So the key element here is that what human capital helps us to do in everyday life, both in our company and in our small business uh, environment. So for recruitment, it helps us to know the right people to elect or to employ in our firm. Yeah, because for now, recently, more of graduates are coming out, but it's the work of human capital management to distinguish and know who is the right person that will fit in that right job you are seeking. So payroll is all about um, mapping out the kind of can I say the payment that will suit the employee without them overtasking or uh, getting uncomfortable with your firm. So time and attendance. This is where you can create hour for your employee. You stick with that hour because you have to map out uh, what I call time zone that will help your employee, that will guide them, you know. So benefit and retirement services, you have to provide benefit and retirement services for each employees. This one goes with someone that has worked with your firm for a long time. You have to have a plan for the person. You have to have a retirement plan for each employee. talent management. So this one is all about for you to monitor people that are talented in your firm and reward them. You have to reward them. Yeah, because in a firm you have to. There must be some exceptional people that work so hard to meet up your requirements in your company. So you have to acknowledge them and recognize their efforts towards the growth of your company. So we have a training. This one, um, training is all about, you know, in this modern world, people don't normally go for. Their intention is not to work for you. Maybe the intention is to just let them get enough money and move out and go to another places or fulfill their own needs. So here is some people, you have to train people that are serious. You have to train them what the company needs, what your firm needs, so that you will meet your objective goal. So the benefit of HCM, it improves productivity. So with everything I've said now, if you applied it, it's going to improve your growth, your productivity in the company. Assistance in hiring, it helps in hiring, like I said before. Engagement and retention of employees. This touches people that are talented. You have to retain them, compensate them, and reward their efforts towards your growth. Effective productivity. So benefit, even as it has benefit. Everything that has benefit have a disadvantage or even demerit. So these include talent strategy, user experience, big data. This requires a lot of funds for you to maintain. Administrative burdens, yeah, system integration, compliance, data and security. You have to hire top-notch security to maintain your company in to prevent virus. With all this mentioned, human capital management is important and the strategy is critical to our success. And the technology gotten from it can also help our organization since it prevents an opportunity to deliver strategic workforce optimization for business. So here is saying that it's very important in everything we are doing. You have to apply human capital. Even when you are not aware of it, you are applying human capital management in your daily life because it's all about managing your life and your workforce, your environment, everything. It concerns human capital management. So it's very important. So, so here is choosing a HCM system. Choosing the right HCM partner is sometimes an overwhelming task. But if you are focused, organized, and strategic, it can be achieved. So here is, choosing the partner you will work with is challenging because they normally say two captains cannot ride a boat. So you have to, but with your focus and strategic, you can attain the goal. You have to map out what you like, what your objective first, and then you look for your partner whose goal align with what you are dealing with. Okay, so it can be achieved, but it takes hard work, and it's sometimes overwhelming. So these are the steps you can follow that will attain your goal in choosing your partner. First of all, outline the business goals. You have to outline it and know what you want first. You have to know your destination before you start going. Visualize your goal, business goals. Then create a plan for it. You know, planning is very important. After creating your goal, planning is very important. You have to learn how to execute your plan. So after creating a plan, it is all about execution. Yeah. Don't procrastinate. Just execute the plan as you have drafted. Uh-huh. Identify internal stakeholders that it might affect and keep them alerted always. So make sure you know your organization's approval process. Okay. Secure stakeholders approval. It's all about that is what I have said before. You have to how to build HCM, hire talented individuals for vacancies. Here is very challenging because um, you cannot merely see someone and judge the person immediately whether the person can work hard or not for the first time. So here is very challenging, but HCM can help you do that. It can so far you have draft what you want or what you need from an individual. You can go align with it and know whether the person is fit for the job. Monitor their performance regularly. This is also hard to do because you cannot monitor unless you have a small firm. But if you have a big firm, it's very hard to monitor their performance. But with HCM, you can because you have drafted an objective goal. So whoever doesn't meet the task, it's a sure way to know that the person is not serious in your company. Train them so their skill can be enhanced. You have to map out a schedule for you to train the new employees, especially new employees. And not only new employees, even the old ones that are working there, you have to sometimes pay for their seminars or invite top-notch motivators or inspirational quotas, or people in the field hire to them so that they can come and teach them more of what they need to learn, even the old ones, not only the new ones. So you have to train them. Maybe it is left for you to know each time of the year you will invite those people that I mentioned now to come and teach them. So retain them with a competitive payment. Here is very important. You have to appreciate people that are working hard for your company to grow. So you have to the way you can appreciate them is to raise their payment. You have to have competitive pay so that others we get motivated and follow up. So difference between HCM and HRM, these two work together. They are similar, you know. So, but HRM work in a small or mid businesses. So this one is all about when you are starting out a kiosk or a small business. Yeah, HRM can help you to grow. But when you are already in a growing stage, like you have a big firm, HCM, that is where HCM comes in. It handles entire employees and how to manage people. So this is the end of my presentation. So I would love to have some questions.
Okay, so this is time question time, but we have to analyze what you presented from the beginning. Meanwhile, today is American election day, so
Yeah.
and everybody is interested in looking for his own candidate, her own candidate. So it's good that you are doing your presentation in the today that the American election is going on. So can we get to your
Okay.
to the next slide?
Okay.
Okay, what is human capital management? According to you, human capital management refers to the process of hiring, managing, and optimizing the workforce to enhance productivity and business value. It has evolved from a purely administrative role to a key strategic function. What does that mean? Who can explain to us? Human capital management refers to the process of hiring, managing, optimizing the workforce to enhance productivity and business value. So, what have you to say, Mr. Benjamin? Are you in this class? Are you thinking about the American election or something else?
So, I think I should.
Are you standing for Trump or Harris?
Trump.
Trump, okay.
Yeah.
Likewise myself. So
Okay.
as we talk, I'll sneak out to shake. Because Democrats are very good at surprising people. Okay.
I think the presenter should elaborate more on this topic so that we understand it more.
Okay, so Mr. Alu, can you just tell us what you mean by this, not just putting it out there. Explain with your own yardstick or example.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Okay. In human capital management, let me reduce it down to this the term. This is all about the way you hire people in your company. What makes you hire people in your company? Um, what makes you how you manage your company to grow, you know, and to ensure that your company is growing. This is all about human capital management. It's all about your daily life things. Even let's keep aside the managing of company and all these things. Even you now, as an individual, the way you manage yourself, you are also a human capital manager, because the way you manage yourself, the way you come school on time, the way you um, keep time, it's all about human capital management. So when you drive that from uh, towards company side, this is how you manage people that are working for you. This is how you keep them functioning, because human beings, we have flaws. We cannot maintain a steady rules. So human capital management here is where it comes to play. It helps you to guide people that are working for you to meet a single objective goal. I don't know whether you get my point, sir. Just you can free to ask questions when you get lost.
Okay, so you are just nice to explain to us. So, what do you think about his explanation?
I think from his explanation, he means that human capital is all about how you manage yourself, how you manage your business, how you manage your company, and how you regulate the workforce of company. That's what I understand. But I have a question for you.
Feel free.
As a HR, how do you manage your companies when there is some unserious workers? Maybe you are in a very big firm,
Mhm.
very big company. So, as a HR, how do you regulate and manage it?
Excuse me, manage what?
As a HR,
Mhm.
how do you manage people that are not serious in your company?
Okay, thank you. A nice question. Okay, as a HR or HCM, because they are similar, like I said before. Okay, for me, let me use myself as an example. How you can manage such people is by number one, I said earlier, by setting a goal, setting a plan first. When you set a plan, then you know that this is what everybody is working towards to attain that goal, that particular goal. So with that, you can fish out many people that are not working towards the goal. Let's assume you set up a time that everybody will have to come early. Some people are coming late, telling you many reasons. Some people can come and tell you that they were stuck in traffic. Although um, you can pardon them at that moment, but when you see an individual consistently giving excuse all the time, it's already a red flag for you to know that that person is out of your objective. And also, when the person uh, don't finish its particular task consistently, maybe two times or twice or three times, then that is a sure way to know that that person is not serious in your company. You have to warn him or her for the first time. When he or she continues, you have to eliminate such person by firing the person out of your company. Did I answer your question, sir?
Mm,
Or you don't understand what I said?
I understand what you said, but
Okay.
I want you to explain more. Like um what if this person like you have a very serious but it has, you know, we human being have flux, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a serious staff and he knows what he's doing, you know, and he has brought changes in your company.
Okay.
But this is this staff that always give excuses like, you know, like family, you know, not coming to work, still time, you know, but it brings
Changes to the
changes to
company.
your company. So how do you handle it?
Okay, like I said before, you have to give room to error. You have to give room to error. The room I mean is you have to give room for excuses, like one excuses or two. But when that person consistently do that kind of thing, no. For me, even if the person has brought a lot of changes to my company, I will pardon the person one or two times for that, and I will even assist the person if I can if it's what I can do. I can assist the person, like somebody that have family problem. I can assist, but when I see that consistently the thing is going out of my objective goal, I don't have to continue from that. So I have to, maybe he can excuse the company for the meantime so that he can work on his psychological family problem before coming.
Okay, that's good. But I have another question.
Okay.
Um, we all know what the scenario that happened in Guinea.
Guinea.
Yes.
Okay. Can you throw more light on it? Because I don't.
There is a this young man is working with a company. I don't know if it's a big. It's like a government company. Of course, you should have seen it online or see it on the internet. It's everywhere.
Is this scandal?
The scandal, yes.
Okay.
I'm coming to that. You know, so as a HR, if maybe something like this happened in your company or happened in your firm, how will you handle it?
You know, for me, I don't think such can happen in my company.
It can happen anywhere.
No, wait. Um, for me, the possibility of that thing happening in my company is if that particular person you are talking about is my partner in HR. You know, if it's my employee, I don't think it can happen because security is everywhere. I will mount security camera everywhere. You know, so the way that such thing will happen is unless that person is HR itself, and you know HR is built of discipline. So, like I said, I know what you are talking about, and the man itself is a manager of of a company. So you see that normal employee cannot do such thing. It's only a company.
What if it's your manager?
If it's my manager, a human being, you cannot expect human being to be perfect.
Yeah, like how will you you know, it will not bring good reputation of the company.
Yes.
So how will you handle it?
For me, I think I will question him. I will handle him to, police custody first, and I will sue him for tarnishing my company. Yes, so that people will know that the company has integrity. I will sue him for bringing down my company's name first, and also all those clique that has been working with him on that kind of scenario. I will have to eliminate them in my company.
What if maybe these are potential staffs, like what if you eliminate them, how would the company
That is the work of like I said when I was reading my slide, that is the work of training people. You have to train. You have to train on a daily basis or yearly basis. You cannot just hope on one person in your company that person is good and is a perfect in everything you want. No. The more you look up to that person that is perfect, the more your company rules, because that person is more like having in charge of you, you know. So the more you see that these people are excellent, the more you are recruiting people under them to be like them, so that if anything happens, you can just you don't have to give force to one sided of your employees or manager. No, you have
Okay.
yeah.
As a new company, will you suggest such? What if maybe that company does not have that capability to train more staffs? Like a new company trying to build yourself. So how would they do that?
Yeah, that is why HR is important. HR is for small business. So HR it will teach you, teach you how to recruit people. You will be recruiting. There's nothing like you are starting from small. Even if you are starting from small, you have to, maybe unless you have like two employee in your company. I will not call it company, your kiosk. Then this kind of thing happen. But if you are still small company and this kind of thing happen, nobody will hear of it. We are talking about big company, you know. So if you are still small, you are still growing. That is you can count it in one of your challenging, because when you are growing, you have challenges in growing your company. So as a small company, if this kind of thing happen, you can count it as a challenge, and with the help of HR, you can recover by suing the person to uphold your integrity as a company. Any question?
Okay, that's very nice.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Bennett, your question.
Okay. Take the mic.
Okay, my question is that what is the main goal of HR? The main goal of HR.
The main goal of HR is in a company. Let's use company as example. The main goal is to manage your company, hire employees. When I mean hire employees, is to know which and who knows or can be capable of doing that particular work you set as a goal. Their work is also to optimizing the workforce to enhance the productivity of the company or business value. So that is their main goal. So it's all about company. Yeah. So another question.
Bennett, any other question?
No, sir. Sir, you can ask a question.
Next slide.
Okay.
Okay, so key elements of human capital management, according to you, recruitment,
Yeah.
attracting and hiring right talent,
Exactly.
onboarding, integrating new hires into the company, payroll, managing employee compensation, time and attendance, tracking work hours and attendance,
Yeah.
benefits and retirement services, offer employee benefits and retiring planning, talent management, developing and retaining top talent, training, providing learning and development opportunity to upskill employees. Can you just explain this further with examples?
Okay. Recruitment, when it comes to key elements, that is the importance of HCM, as you asked me now. Recruitment means um, hiring the rightful people in your firm. Example is like you have a tech company, so you cannot just come and hire someone that uh, that studied business administration. No, you have to hire someone that is in align with that tech company, like computer science, mathematics. So this is the kind of person you will hire, and HR is the key element that will open your eye to know that this is the kind of person or rightful person to hire in your company. You know, or people that are when you're hiring, you hire people that knows how to code, yeah, how to beat virus. This is the kind of people you will align with your company. So not just to employ people because of the person has a higher degree or something like that. No, you have to know your objective and hire people in accordance with your company's goal. So payroll is you have to map out the salary of each individual. You know, maybe example, you can start with a minimum of a certain amount, but as you start with a minimum amount of money, then you will make room for improving or increasing your salary for because you will see some people that work well in your company, so you have to make that room to increase your salary, not just a static salary. You have to have a room to increase it so that people will be happy to work for you. Time and attendance. This is more crucial because you have to grade time. You know why I call it time is because without time, your company is going nowhere. Yeah, you have to make a time, tangible time, suitable for everyone. Although it will not be suitable for everyone, but you have to create a time that people must come to your office or come to your company to work. Time is very important. And you have to check attendance. Attendance is very good. Example is I went to, is it Icon Siam, and I saw how employees are checking the attendance. Once you come in, there's a small camera. You have to capture your face. The camera will capture your face and put the time and the hour you come to the work. After that, after going back, they will do the same thing. The camera will capture it. This is an advanced way of keeping time and attendance. It's not a must. You must be present there. So technology has made everything possible for us in an advanced way. So benefits and retirement services. Here is an important thing. Although it is hard for you to see people that genuinely want to work for you and grow with your company till old age, everyone has a plan B. They call it plan B. Maybe in their own objective, they want to work for you just 5 years and move away. But in essence, you have to grade this thing. It's very important because some people also is genuine and they want to, and as in this is it is more as in it is built in them that they want to work for you. You will know that as a HR, it is built in them they want to work for you, and you will see them. So this is an example. Example is let's assume someone that has worked for you for 20 years in your company. So you have to create a retirement plan for the person. Maybe uh, maybe in 25 years time you can retire the person and be paying that person uh, some amount of money. Yeah, that is it. So talent management. So here is for a company to grow, you have to retain talent. What I mean by retaining talent is you have to capture people that are um, grading your role. What I mean by that is that you have to capture people that are working towards your objective, people that are growing your company, people that are doing everything possible to see the company growing. So you have to capture them, retain them, uh, time to time, ask them what the company needs because you as a HR you will not know everything. You have to work with people for you to grow your company. So by working with people is by working with those people you see that are talented in that organization. You have to, from time to time, ask them how to improve your company. What is the error the company has been making? Maybe their salary is not enough. You can hear it from them, and you have to be friendly with them. You have to be very friendly. Give everybody freedom to express themselves. Yeah. So you have to know more about what they want, and you, as a HR, we know how to implement it. So training. This is also important. As a new employees are coming over, you have to train them to get what you want. You know, train them. Even the old ones, you have to train them. Like example is uh, a Microsoft, company. Sometimes they just call inspirational people, motivational quotas, people that are top notch in their department to come and give new employees talk, give them talk, and they will know more, or they will know the benefit of what they are striving for. Other example is I think last year we went to a hotel that gave us more talk about our hospitality and management. So a manager there talk more. He said that he's one of the he's no he's a uh, he's number one manager in this whole Bangkok. He's managing a hotel, big hotel for that matter. So you see, you have to be training them. With that, I got motivated that yes, this is paying. I have to work hard towards it. So that is it. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Trump is having a nice day at the moment. So, for them, yeah, but it's still ongoing. Okay, so we get back to our own issue. It's very easy to talk about all this, but do you think you're Nigerian? But do you think in Nigeria all these are being implemented? And then, if you think they are not being implemented, why are they not being implemented? And what is implication in the global world?
Okay. In Nigeria, particularly, I think I don't. No, no, no. They are not implementing this. All of this, they are not. Although some components are implementing, but majority they are not implementing it.
Why? What is your experience and your reason for saying so?
My experience or reason is very simple because the system is corrupt. Our system is corrupt, and it started from the government. Yes, because the government are the ones to provide basic amenities for all these small companies to grow, like roads, electricity, good security for investors to come in, and many things, water. But you see, government failed on all those things that I mentioned. Yeah, they failed on it. So that alone makes investors to run away, and that alone in global world makes us look dirty because of no investors will want to come and invest in our company, invest in our country, because many investors are there who, looking for places to invest, and one thing they want to hear is that this country is they are security wise, and they have a good road or everything, every basic things human being needs. So I don't think they don't implement it, and that is why our economy is falling back.
And then what is the implication?
The implication is, like I said, is scaring investors away. Um, the companies, most of the companies will be depreciating because last time I had that example is was it LG? LG is no longer in Nigeria. I think Shell is no longer in Nigeria. Many top-notch investors are no longer in Nigeria. So I think it's scaring investors away. And also, the the little company that are managing there is depreciating. They are finding it very difficult to grow. Yeah, because of bad security, not good road, no electricity, and many other things. And
What do you think will be the solution?
yeah, the solution is very simple. It's just for the system to be right. It's just for someone. I think it's all about presidency. For if we have a good president that can fight corruption, clear the system first, because everything started from the government. Yeah, if the government is not good, people will not be good, no matter what. Yeah, government is.
So you have not seen a situation where the government is good and people are still bad?
I have never seen that, but at least government is the one that can be encouraging and
That can create a
giving
enabling
rules.
system.
Yeah, giving rules, because the rules they give is for you to follow, and that is the way of improving the company, improving the country.
Why I'm asking, because most of the time, majority of us are negative about our government, and we try to expect more from the government. We always push it to the government.
Yeah,
I think I take exception because I wouldn't think, yes, government should do something, but sometimes government isn't all about it.
yeah,
Because people are also part of the system. So
yeah.
why we always keep on hammering on government, I don't actually know.
Yeah.
But you are very correct anyway, because sometimes I think, yes, government has a role to play, frankly speaking. You cannot remove government, but don't forget that we are also the government. We elected the government. We are the ones supporting the government. So if government is not doing very well, then we should be blamed as well, because sometimes, especially in the case of Nigeria, during the vote, we get carried away and we still vote them in. It is a fact. So anyway, that is by the way. So the area that I'm also pointing at, when a particular government is not putting things in the system, like you said, foreign companies are leaving. What kind of impression do you think it creates on Nigerians when foreign governments leave the country because things are not properly placed, security is not there, and the rule of law is not also there. What kind of impact do you think it creates on Nigerians globally?
It is obviously negative impact because once they are leaving, they are telling their fellow investors that this here is not good. You cannot invest here, and give them more reason that they will believe that this is not good.
And most
Which is true.
And also, it will now also, when you see Nigerian passport, you now say they also have to say that this is this is.
Yeah,
They transfer that kind of impression to Nigerians wherever you see them. I guess it might be part of the reason why Nigerian passport is something else.
yeah, I witnessed that last time. Was it last year? I went to Phuket. Um, uh, my friend was from US, so he has a United States passport. So as I was entering the line, they pushed me back in this Thailand. So the other person immediately he brings out the US passport. They allow him immediately, saying welcome, welcome. So the person have to tell the the security that I'm with him. So the security allow me without checking me again. So you see, this is all about the negative impression.
But then this particular example you gave now, I don't think is government issue. It is related to us, the impression we have created here in this country individually. That is where I'm always try to be very careful so that I will not blame government, thereby excusing ourselves from our atrocities all over the world. Majority of us, even some of you here, we tend to scam people. And people we scam are human beings. And then they also get that impression that whenever you are chatting with a Nigerian, if he's or even some emails that you may not even see the black person writing, despite how perfect that email could be, they say Nigerian scammer. And this, I don't think, in as much as government has its own blame, I don't think it is actually government to be blamed. I think our selfishness and our self-centeredness might be part of the problem. So what you are pointing out about Phuket here in Thailand, I don't think is related to what we are saying before as regards to government responsibility. In this case you pointed, the case you pointed, because majority of Nigerians who go there, they go there for drug-related issues, and they have been caught, and there are evidences here and there.
Okay.
And moreover, it does not mean also that it's only Nigerians that are doing drug issues in Phuket or Pattaya or any other cities. But the fact is that our selfish interest and self-centered approach, I think, is part of the problem, because I believe that some other countries might believe in 50-50. Give me, I give you. But sometimes evidence has shown that if you deal with Nigerians, you want to take it all. And in taking it all, probably the other side will now call a police or thereby spy, thereby creating that situation that Nigeria is caught. Any attitude, we have to also understand, in my own view anyway, as we blame the government for their responsibility, you and I sitting here right now, we ask ourselves, which kind of impression do we give everywhere, everybody that we meet in this country? Starting from your condo, starting from your sports area, starting from the university, and starting from wherever you go. So it's not, that is what I'm trying to point out. It's not necessarily only government induced kind of a situation. You and I, we are also part of the mess because we are selfish. In my own view, this is my own position.
Okay.
So the example you pointed at is where I'm attacking now.
Yeah.
The issue of Phuket is, I don't think it has anything to do with government, but has much to do with you and I going there and the way we behaved and the way things went. I would rather say that that particular situation you mentioned is because of our attitude Nigerian attitude over there in Phuket. Nigerian attitude even here in Bangkok. For example, somebody will be a student but doesn't attend classes. And you see some people carrying student visa. He doesn't even have ID. He doesn't even know the school he has the visa for. So these are the things that I would rather say. Our so this could be our collective challenges. We have them here and there, and we need to attend to it. Instead of so instead of blaming the government, I think that we have a role. If you ask me, I think we have a role to play. So that is what I have to say. So I don't know if anybody will have something to contribute. Do you have anything to say, Mr.
Yeah, I think I have.
Okay. You can go.
Okay, relating to the example I just said now about Phuket, what you said is correct, but I will throw more light on that because for me, I strongly believe that government is the cause of everything that is happening to us. Because let me give example. China here is. I made one research last time. China is one of the top scammers. They scam people so much. Even in Thailand here, last week, as I'm talking to you, they met a woman that scammed people almost 7 million baht. So they returned her to China. So, but even as this thing is going on, and obviously people know that Chinese people, most of them are scammers, not all of them. But still, their passport is still valid because of what? What their government portrays outside the world is integrity. Chinese are integrity. They portray integrity, discipline in the world. So even if you catch individual doing bad thing in that in any event, that doesn't mean that Chinese people are doing the event, because Chinese people are corrupt, because their government, their system is very, very disciplined and nice. So for me, Nigerians has messed up their government. So every people that sees Nigeria portrays Nigeria bad people. So but now we are taking the consequences in everywhere we go in the world due to our system is bad, negative.
I will not disagree with that, but I will dissent. I have a dissenting view, as I've already mentioned.
Yeah.
Government may not have done very well, but I think individuals, citizens of that country, a particular citizen has a particular role to play. The atrocities committed by Chinese are everywhere. Majority of countries they know. In some places they treat Chinese. In some places they even treat Nigerians better than Chinese, if you are current. So it's not actually that Chinese are exempted. If you just follow certain things or rules and news, you will understand that even sometimes, in some cases, Nigerians are more respected than Chinese. Just go and check very well. But the point is that the example you gave is also a good one. But the fact remains that do you see Chinese citizens? Do you think they are united?
I can't tell more about Chinese. I don't know.
Because you gave them
Yeah,
an
but-
example. Do you think they are united more than as you see
Yeah,
Nigeria?
sure. Yes, there are
You
more.
see, they can even collaborate and then coordinate. In fact, that is why in the world today, believe it or not, I think they are champion. But you cannot see them as such. It's rare. Because they believe in just 50-50, it's just like a law. But don't forget the reason why most of us have been exposed is selfishness. And it's not Tinubu that signed the agreement between me and you. But then we decided to do something. Before you know what is happening, conflict has started, and immediately we have already told Benedict. And Benedict has already told Benjamin. And Benjamin has told another one. And then I keep, even when I have not myself say something, you have already started circulating at the same way they keep circulating. And before you know it, you hear, when I hear it, then you now find out that I will be seeing you as an enemy. And then conflict and disagreement, dangerous one, may have started. It's not done like that. Oh, come on. Even here in Thailand, there are so many Africans who do things in the scale of 100. They do things 100%, but Nigerians do only 20%. But this 20% of Nigeria, you see the noise all over. You see the shouting. You see the blackmailing. We first of all start blackmailing among ourselves. That is why only Nigerians are in this country, the only country here that has so many meetings, associations here and there, propping up, just to gather there and gossip and gather there to dismantle one another. And still, we are still implementing it and we are still following it. To gather there to drink. And then some people will even come there to how will I put it? Debt. Maybe I'm owing you. I feel that you will be there, so I just go there to just hold you to give me my. Come on, come on. Let us be very fair, because the problem we are suffering is because we are not truthful to ourselves. When you push it to the government, you don't push it to me, and tomorrow I'll behave the way that you will not accept it, and the way that will be heartbroken to you, and the same vice versa. The greatest problem, in my own view, in our capital management, in our human management, amongst ourselves, is that we're very deceitful among ourselves. We don't tell ourselves the truth. We're not honest. We're not sincere. Every time we push it to the government. But at the end of the day, have you had the number of meetings you do have, Mr. Emmanuel Opalub?
Yes,
The number of meetings do you have in a day? How many will you allocate to government and how many for friends? Meeting that you have on daily basis, on even weekly.
I haven't heard from government.
You have not. The only person you're having it is myself, or this person, or that person, individuals. And if I ask you experience now, it might be horrible. Even if it is not horrible, sometimes even you may be dealing with me and I'll be talking against you somewhere else. And I'll still come to before you and then I'll be smiling. Then I'll go to. So you have to look at our package. Let's stop denying this fact. Because that is why we don't progress. And that is why it's always like that. We have to face the reality that that myself and you, we are the basic problem individually. Then let's wait for the government when it does its own or her own, whichever one. But let me and you just let our agreement of whatever happen without someone trying to be smarter than the other. Let what I agreed with Bennett happen the way it is without me or him blackmailing me. Let that particular association or union, let's even follow the constitution without me trying to stop at Benjamin. Because the problem is that each time we gather, we blame government. But you have never had any business with the government. You are having business with this person, or me. And then if I ask you your experience now, you will now know why you were not allowed the pocket to enter. Not government, in my own view. But government has a role to play, as you said. Your position is very correct. That is a normal thing. What is government? Government is about the people taking care of people. People taking care of their nation, doing things that will make their people to get an improved lifestyle. Am I communicating, guys?
Yeah.
So because when we live here now, Definitely, you're not going to see any government. You're going to see me, you're going to see this person and that person, including in this class. Then how have you protected your brother or out of selflessly assisted one another? Even when you are in need of 1,000 baht, you might be surprised that your brother, a fellow person, a fellow brother that you claim that is you're blaming the government for, he has that 1,000, he cannot give it to you because he thinks you cannot give it back to him. He has already concluded ever before you are even begging. But he will be there telling you, oh, God will provide. Yeah. Any contribution?
According to what you said, you know, um, it's funny.
Trump on the way.
Wow.
Okay, I have a question for you.
I need
Yes.
that man to win.
How do you wait? How do you reduce costs and improve efficiency in your company or firm?
Okay, how you reduce cost? That is an important question.
Okay.
Yes. So for me, in a firm, you have to remove everything that is not attributing to the growth of your company. Example is, let's assume we are in Nigeria and you are starting a firm there, and you know that electricity is not stable there. So you have to know time to on your diesel, time to on your time to on and off your plants, to generate electricity for you. So you have to eliminate cost, not just running it without giving feedback of what you are earning, because everything you are doing in your company, the result is what you earn. That will be that will tell you whether you are progressing or not. And also, when you are starting a new company, you don't have to recruit everyone. You don't have to recruit many people to pay them. You have to minimize. Just five people are already a company. You have to start from where your you can able to pay, not to just lavish money anyhow. So you have to limit costs until you see your company growing. Then you have to be improving. And I don't think whether I answer your question with the example I
What
made.
about how to improve efficiency?
Efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, to improve efficiency is by this thing I have listed here, to know the rightful person you can recruit as your employee, plan for their benefit and retirement services, payroll. You have to know how you can pay them well, so that they can work for you. They can work towards the efficiency you have drawn. So that is it. You have to compliment your employees when they work so hard. You have to recognize them, give them some tips based on what you have uh, outlined as your objective. So that is it.
Okay. Benedict.
Something like talent, management. So, like, how can someone retain top out the top talent in an organization, something like that?
Okay, it's a nice question. For you to retain talent, you have to. That is the work of HCM. You have to know which people are aligned with that goal you want to attain. Like, let example, as I said before, you have a tech company that you are working towards it. You have to employ
mathematicians. These are the people that can elevate your company. You have to employ people that know what they are doing, that read towards that field of towards that field of your company, like computer coding, people that are computer coding, people that read computer science. You have to employ them, and when you employ them, then you will monitor them to know people that are doing extraordinary work in your company, people that are making sure that your company is growing. Then you select them. If you select them, you will see them. They are working genuinely for you. They want the company to grow, not people that are doing eye service. Maybe when you are around, they will work. When you are out, they will not work. But people that are genuinely working for you to grow that company, you have to select them, give them increment on their salary. Yes, and with them, you can hold them, get information from them, and use what they are doing to recruit newcomers, new employees. So that is how you can retain talent. So that because people can change at any time. So when they change and maybe the agreement of payment is not reachable again, they can go. You already train new employees, so they can catch up immediately and without even shaking your company. Thank you.
I'm lost.
Okay, so currently I think Trump is doing very well, but they have not called
Okay.
the swing states that are. Today should be of course, it started yesterday, but some people are waking up today.
Today is fine.
But some people started yesterday. So, so far he got the highest electoral votes, but the one that will decide has not been called.
Oh, Georgia.
Okay, so yeah, I think we are good to go. So, what will be the next slide? The benefit of human capital management, improvement in productivity, assistance in hiring, engagement and retention of employees, effective productivity. Can you explain that with an example, please?
Okay. The benefits. These are the benefits of HCM, improvement in productivity. When you have done everything I've mentioned earlier, and when you stick to the plan, your goals and everything, the final result is the improvement of your productivity. Example is let me give Coca-Cola as an example. Coca-Cola have been in existence for more than 2 decades. More than 2 decades. Since I was born, I've been hearing Coca-Cola. What is their secret of improvement? Since 2 decades is from, is it 19th century to 21st century now, if I'm not mistaken. So what has been their secret of improving without falling out of business in this changing world? Because the world are changing, so you have to adapt. So this is the work of HCM. HCM will help you to adapt. Adaptability is important in human being. Yeah, if you can't adapt, you will fall off. The world is changing. So Coca-Cola, as an example, they started. If you see, I watched their advertisement last time. They started from kiosk to there's a kind of can they used to put their destiny. They start improving. They even give advertisement in a car. They are the first people that start making advertisement in a car. They will post their signpost on a car on every road. They are the first person that started it. So this is improvement. You have to improve. HR have to be thinking. You have to have some critical thinkers in your company that is calmly making advance on how your company will grow. That is improvement of productivity. So assistant in hiring, this is where HCM is important. They will assist you in hiring the right people. The right people. When I mean the right people is the people that are meant for the task, because human beings, some, you can see someone that is intelligent, that can work very well in your company, but they don't have the energy to do that. They don't have the motivation. Some people don't. Some people lack motivation. They know what to do, but they lack motivation. This is the work of HCM to eliminate such people and bring people that are energetic, because whatever you know without practicing it is nonsense. You don't. It's not going to work. So you have people that are practical. They have to practice what they have acquired for your company to grow. That is the work of HCM, to assist in hiring people that are capable of it. Engagement and returning of employment. Um, this is more of employing people that are flexible, not people that are rigid. Human beings, some are rigid, which is not good. You have to be flexible in some points. Flexible, I mean, is by adapting change. Gen, when we call Gen Z, example is Gen Z. Gen Z is people that are born in recent years. They were born in technology, internet. But people that are born in Gen X, they weren't born with technology. Still, they adapt. This is the strong people. They adapt. So you have to retain such people that can adapt new technology. Because in KFC, I went to, example is KFC, I went somewhere in KFC, one more like that. I saw a new technology in KFC. It's no longer you going to the counter. You have to just go to one side and place your order there. This is uh, advanced improvement. So you have to retain those people that are there when the company started and still there to adapt such technology. You have to retain them and pay them more. This is why payroll is important. You have to increase their salary, because it's not easy to adapt in changing world. So another one is effective productivity. This is you have to see and monitor how everything you have draft is working. Know whether it's working or not. And the surest way to know is to see your results, to see your income. If your income is declining, you know that something is wrong. You have to change something. Yeah. So this is all. Okay. Can I go?
Okay, so what's the next? Shall we see your next explanation? Even as human capital management has benefits, it also has challenges, which include. Okay, can you share the challenges with us, please, sir?
Okay. Even when I have listed the good side of HCM, you still have the demerit of it. The demerit is or the challenge. Yeah, the challenge, not the demerit. Just the challenge they face on it is a talent strategy. Talent strategy is that it is very hard to get someone that are um, someone that is fit to the job, because human beings, how will I put it? Human beings can change. Some people can change, and is you cannot judge. You cannot read human behavior instantly when you see someone that pose himself that he can do or fit the work you are requiring, because he will pretend as if he knows what he's doing, and maybe he knows, but inside him he has a weakness that can draw him down for that goal you set yourself. So this is a challenge to HCM, because they will not know immediately they see someone that they want to employ. They will not know until the person starts working. Then they will fish the bad ones out. Some people are gossip in an organization. They love to gossip without working, and you cannot know when you want to employ them until you employ them, then you will see the bad side of them. So this is the challenge of uh, HCM. So this thing shows that employing people, this is not where work ends. Work continues because you have to monitor them to see their behavior, their inner behavior, because human beings don't hide for so long. You have to see them. So another one is user experience. So user experience is you have to find more of people that have gotten more experience on your work, which is so challenging because many people are freshers in university. They are coming up, so you have to employ them and teach them what you want them to do. So it's a challenge for them. Big data. This big data is in a big company. Yeah, it requires funds, administrative burdens. Yeah.
Can you explain more on that big data?
Yeah, data is
Big data.
anything data. Anything data is anything data is a record. It's a record of what you compile together. Is a data. Data of your company might be how your company has been progressing, the decrement and the increment of your company, how you handle employees. It's a big data. So it's a big challenge for HCM because they have to integrate it and handle it very well. Administrative burden.
Explain more the system in integration and compliance.
No, I haven't reached there yet. Yeah. So administrative burdens. That is um, administrative burdens I can explain it as, you know, every organization has its downside. So you have to cope with changes that you see along the way. You have to handle it. That is a burden. Like example you said about the Goonie man. It is a burden. It's a burden to the organization. So you have to handle it. It's a challenge for HCM to figure out what to do for the company not to be tarnished with bad image. So that is it. So systems integration. In system integration, this is all about um, integration means to bring something down. You know, system integration is like for my own understanding, because this is English, this is grammar, but my own understanding, I will say that system integration is the organization that you have mapped out to follow. You have to reduce it to the term of a layman understanding to understand, because your company you might have a bigger goal that you want to reach, but your employees cannot see such a goal. Only you can see it as a HCM. So you have to know how to integrate it. Integrate means break it down to the lowest form of layman understanding, so that they will catch up with what you mean. You know, so that is it. Compliance, you have to as a company, you have to be receiving many compliance. As a matter of fact, complaining or taking feedback is one of the surest way to grow your company, because if you don't have a compliance or complain or feedback, just check well, maybe something is wrong. So people have to complain for you to get your um, area of improvement. So that is the most important thing, compliance. So data security and privacy. This is very, very important in your organization. This is very, very important. Why I say it's very, very important is that without this, your company might fold one day. Yeah, it might fold because you might see you might run a transaction that is invalid to your recipient. Scammers might intervene in this the data security and the privacy. This is where you have to fund people that are on tech to protect your security and privacy. You know, on internet now, many scammers are on internet. So your company have to be careful about transacting the email you are exchanging with your recipient or your customer. You have to be careful to know if that is the rightful image or rightful email. So to prevent a company folding or getting money to another online scammers. So you have to pay a lot to prevent your security and privacy in internet world. So thank you. Next,
Wow.
next slide.
Any other question? For the next slide.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Trump is having a big show. It takes 270 electorates to win, but now Trump got 210.
Wow.
Harris 112. 112 Harris. But the fact remains that
The swing
there are
states,
swing states, they have a lot of electorates.
Georgia and
So
all that.
Trump needs to win at least 2 or 3 of those places. But anyway, he's showing a good sign that where he's supposed to win, he's winning very well. Okay, the next is all these mentioned human capital. Okay, from your own position, with all these mentioned, human capital management is important and that strategy, and the strategy is critical to our success, and the technology gotten from it can also help our organizations since it presents an opportunity to deliver strategic workforce optimization for businesses. Okay? Next, this one is just a continuation of what you're saying. So, human capital management software. Human capital management software is a tool. I mean, is a
It's a total of multiple.
is okay. So there's a mistake there.
Yeah.
It's a total of multiple human resource system that use mobile and cloud-based technology to process data, run report, and create a smooth experience for the user. This software can be gotten from different vendors with best of breed approach. So, but anyway, my worry is that we are, all of us here, we are from Nigeria. I don't know whether these are being implemented and whether they are being used, because the essence of our studying abroad is to go home and implement all these to make our country better. Is that not correct?
Yeah.
But the problem is that most of even those who are leading us, they all study the best schools, but still, things are not properly fixed. Okay, continue.
Okay.
Then choosing a human capital management system, choosing the right human capital management partner is sometimes an overwhelming task, but if you are focused, organized, and strategic, it can be achieved. That is correct. You can follow this step from choosing the right human capital management system, outline the business goals, create a plan of action, identify internal stakeholders that might affect and keep them alerted always. Make sure you know your organization's approval process, secure stakeholders approval. Okay, next. Then, how to build human capital management. Hire talented individuals for vacancies, monitor their performance regularly, train them so their skills can be enhanced, retain them with competitive pay. These are easy things. These are easier said than done. So hire talented individuals for the vacancies. And as you said earlier, some people can pretend. So how do you attend to that? How do you know talented individuals when in the CV someone can just give you the best of CV, and some people who are qualified in terms of education may not necessarily be qualified in terms of practical aspect of it. How can you handle it in your organization?
Okay, thank you for your question. Um, like we said earlier, this is one of the challenge HCM face in building a company. But for me, as example, for me, I think the best way to handle such is there is no best way to handle it, but you have to employ the person that you feel that suits the work. When you employ them, then your roles get started there from there. Immediately you employ them, you have to monitor them. Yeah, monitor their capability, their workforce, how they react to, in fact, how they work in a stressful condition. Because human beings, they don't tend to work so well in stress. You know, when you see someone that works very well in a stressful condition, that person is good to go. It's very rare to see someone that works perform well in a stressful environment or stressful condition. So on my own, I will not say that I will employ them first. Anyone that suits my criteria, I will employ them, then monitor them effectively to see if they are attaining the goal that I set for the company. Like people coming late, like we said earlier, people coming late, many people give excuses. Yeah. So when they give, you have to give room for error. You have to allow them, pardon them for the first time, second time, but the third one, that shows that that person is not eligible for that work, or that person is trying to decline your company's objective. So that is it for me, for my own sake. Thank you.
Okay, so as we are observing, let's move to human capital management and human resource management. What are the differences? The difference between human capital management and human resource management. These two are similar in many aspects, but the difference between both are size and breadth of their service packages. Human resource management often provides core resources or functions for a small to a mid-sized businesses. Then human capital management offers comprehensive application across entire employee life cycle. So can we explain it, everybody? Let me start with the difference between, explain with example, the difference between human capital management and human resource management. What do you think is the difference? And give us example.
I will also want him to throw more light on that, then I can be able to explain. Yeah.
Okay.
I will also want him to throw more light on that so that I will be able to.
I want you to close my
He's the presenter, and we are
I
the.
already finished presenting. I am the facilitator. I want you to throw the light. I am putting it to you again.
Because he's the presenter, we are
Okay.
He has
students.
presented it the first time. I'm just explaining what he has presented, and he has been saying, explaining and analyzing all of them. So for now, I want you guys to start so that he will then conclude. After you learn, what is the difference between human capital management and human resource management?
Okay, according to him, he said.
According to you now, because you are also a student in the class.
Oh, these two similar in many aspects have different. Okay, the difference between HRM and HCM I think they have similar differences, but I think HCM have comprehensive across the entire employee. Like it has more um, power. Like it has more. I think I'm getting it okay.
Which one are you talking about?
The HCM.
ACM. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's just like a manager at the company that has more power than the employees, has more power than the employees. Why the HR provide core function for small mid-term businesses. Like this HR it's like a small business, like a small firm, So yes, that's the difference.
Okay. For me,
Hold it, let them Benedict. I don't know if your comment is shaking.
yeah,
I'm not
analysis.
sure of what he's trying to say. That's why I wanted to push it to you.
His analysis is not correct.
And in our senior condition, our case today, we will not. So, what is the Iran get that? So that's what
So, Benedict,
Okay, now let's get to
can I hear from you?
Okay, in my own understanding, in my own understanding, HR like a deal with small as small like deal with small businesses. Why H why um,
HCM.
why HCM offering a comprehensive application across the entire employee. So about this as CM it, this CM deal a particular with a particular with employee life cycle, something like that.
Okay. So I think your analysis is more correct than Mr. Benjamin. For me, this difference, they say it is similar in nature, but what differentiates these two of them for me is, let's assume you are hiring them to your firm. Let's assume you own the company, but you want to hire these two people. This is where you have to know which to hire first. If your company is still small and is you are still growing, you still have 5 employees or 10 employees, the best person to hire in your company for the efficient of your company is HRM, Human Resources Management. That is the person you have to hire to get it, because all this comes with the payment. Because as HRM individual, you have to pay higher or more or less. So HRM, you can pay less because they monitor small businesses, they improve small businesses, But when it comes in HCM, this is where company like Coca-Cola, company like software, company like Apple, this is people they hire. They hire HCM because HCM you will pay more money to HCM than HRM, because HRM is all about small company, but HCM is big company that have already developed, that are already making profit. That is where you have to call HRM, because the mistake many people do is, when you are making profit, you relax and feel that everything is okay for you. But that is when you have to call many people, maybe psychology or depending on your field, to improve more, even when you are getting the gain, to improve more. This is what Coca-Cola have been doing, that make him sustain in more than 2 decades now. They employ HCM because they are a big company. They employ them to give to take more inspiration from them, more plans on how to get ahead of the changing world. So that is where HCM comes in play, and it comes in big package, like big money. You will have to pay for them to deliver your work. So I don't think you understand. I don't think you get my differentiation, Mr. Benjamin. Thank you. So
Okay, meanwhile, Trump is still leading. Even though huge electoral votes are still coming up. Okay, so now thank you very much for the explanation. Now, can you just now summarize all that you said? Imagine that you are age mates and village people are listening to you over there. So can you just starting from just use your content, even if you don't show all the slides, you can still summarize what you are saying about human capital management, the elements or benefits, at the same time, the difference between human capital management and human resource management. So now let's hear from your Igbo-tic Bennett.
my village people speak English. We don't.
Yeah, but the main dialect is Igbo. So
Okay.
kọwaara ndị be anyị fọ bịa ka a ga-alị taa.
Okay, afọ m bụ Akpalugo Chima Emmanuel. Esi m n'obodo Naijiria, n'Anambra steeti.
Anyị gbara isu Naijiria.
Ụga n'obodo Ụga nke si na Anambra steeti.
Ndị okwu fara na-ekwu okwu.
So ana m agụ akwụkwọ na Mahadum Siam University, Mahadum nke dị na Bangkok, Thailand. So abịa m n'ụbọchị tata atị m ka nye ka m kwuo okwu gbasara human capital management, ihe ha na-arụ na ndụ anyị, ya na uru ha bara anyị. Anyị kwukwene nsogbu ha na-enwetacha, maka na ihe ọna dị n'ụwa nwechara nsogbu ihe na-akpachafa. So a ga-ekwucha ka esi apụta na nsogbu afọ. So human capital management bụ ọrụ ha na company mbụ, ọrụ ha na organization wụ ịma ụdị ndị kwesịrị a ga-eweta n'ọrụ afọ, ịghọta ụdị ndị kwesịrị a ga-eweta ga-arụnwu ọrụ ahụ ọfụma. Ọ ya ọrụ ha, ịghọta ha ọfụma, ya na ịma ma ha ọ dịkwa ikikere ịrụ ọrụ afọ nke ahụ etinye, nke aha ị chọrọ ka
ife ị na-ekwu ife ọfọ maka na mmadụ nwere biznes ngịnwa, i wee chọọ ịkpọta ndị mmadụ na that ya biznes. Ị na-akọwa ka anyị na-aghọta ife ị na-ekwu maka idebie human capital is a different association or institution or organization. Human capital management refers to the process etu isi ewelu ndị mmadụ n'ọrụ ka fa lụọ ọrụ na company gị.
Yes, ka ha rụọ ọrụ na
anya na-akọwa ya na-etipịa. Human capital management bụ gịnị? Usoro isi wee were mmadụ n'ọrụ, usoro isi enebefe anya, usoro iji wee na-enwome ife niile ya enebe anya na ya, ka ị makwalụ na fa a na-alụ ifefa kwesịrị ịlụ. Ya ka eji ndị oyibo ji akpụ ya, of course oyibo ka a na-asụ, ọ ga-eji akpụ ya human capital management. Etu isi amaneji ndị anwa, etu isi enebelefe anya. Ngwa na-agakwa n'iru.
Onye isi ikwutecha na ya. So
na-ekwusa m na nke
key element. So ihe ahụ ka isi aghọta ndị kwesịrị na ha
ife
ga-arụ
dị
ọrụ
n'ime human capital management
ya key element
steps a na-efolo ka esi eme ya ife dịgasị na ya oya continue
ife dị n'ime human capital management ka esi efolo ya usoro ihe niile m tiri ebe a usoro eji efolo ya. Nke mbụ wụ otu esi aghọta ndị mmadụ ka isi aghọta ị ga-ama ma onye ahụ o torukwere ọrụ ahụ isi ka ọ rụọ. N'ụbọchị tata ụfọdụ ndị etorughị ọdụ na ha nwere ike nwee ezigbote asambodo dị mma na ha toruru, but n'ime onwe ha nwere ike ha dị ngala, ha nwere ike ha ga-arụ ọrụ afọ. So human capital management ọrụ ha bụ ịchọpụta ndị ahụ na-agaghị arụ ọrụ afọ, wepụ ha outside, and inwetanwu ndị ga na mahadum gụọ ihe ahụ ị chọrọ ka company gị na-arụ. Ọ dị ndị ahụ nwunye kwesịrị ị ga-anabata na company gị. Okay, onboarding ọkwa the same thing. Payroll wụkwa ị ga-ewepụta ego ole ị chọrọ
ịkọwago maka onboarding.
Onboarding wụ
ọ dị ka orientation ahụ bụ ịbịa na mmụ akwụkwọ bịa eme orientation gwa unu na-ekwe ka esi eme na-ekwe ka esi eme enye score na-ekwe ka esi abịa akwụkwọ na ụdị uniform a ya eji ịmago ime ndị mmadụ kaba feel ya comfortable na ka m nwere that is example nwere ike inye kafa wee nọrọ ọfụma nwee obi aṅụrị n'ebe fa nọ. Ihe na efu ka esi dị in English integrating new hires into the company. Ife niile a na-eme ka a wee fụ na iwesiela onye anwa n'ọrụ ka ọ rụọ na company gị ịkaba arụ dị chọọ na obi dị ọcha na ebe ọ nọ na uche a na-echere ya. So o nwere ife ihe emegasị ka onye a wee nwee ike ịnọ n'ebe a nọrọ ọfụma ka ndị oyibo na-akpọ feel ya comfortable.
Okay, itinye okwu na ihe onye nkụzi kwuru, usoro ahụ na imecha ha ịkpọmatacha ndị ị chọrọ ka ha rụọrọ gị ọrụ. Onboarding wụdat na ị ga-enye ha ihe ndị oyibo kpọrọ orientation, ịgwa ha ihe company neediri onye first thing, ịgwa ha ebe ụnụ na-aga because enwerele ebe ngị onwe company na-aga, enwerele ebe ị chọrọ ịgbago. So ịgwa ha kọwara ndị ahụ ndị ahụ ịkpọmatara ga-arụ gị ọrụ, kọwara ha ka the company ndị, kọwara ha time ha ga na-eji abịa, kọwara ha many things, and most important thing wụ ị ga-eme ka obi ruo ha ala that na ha na-arụrụ onye dị friendly ọrụ. So onboarding, so you have to onboard them. Payroll wụ ngị wee ikewapụta ụgwọ ị ga-akwụ onye ịghọtara ga-arụ gị ọrụ, ụgwọ ị ga-akwụfa, ị ga-akwụ ha ụgwọ. Nke a dịzere ngị nwawo onye nwe company iwepụta ego ole ị ga-akwụ ndị na-arụ gị ọrụ so that ka ha gara inwe nghọtahie ka ha gara ka a gara imere gị mere ihu kwampụta n'azụ, ka ọ gara ịwụ ịbịa ha arụrụ gị ọrụ ịlakwana ha jọsụrụ relax ya kwụsị ịrụ gị ọrụ. So ọ dị oke mkpa iwepụta ego ole ị ga-akwụ ha so that ka obi ruo ha ala, ka ha wee nwee obi aṅụrị wee rụpụtara gị ihe ị chọrọ ka ha rụọrọ gị na company gị. Time and attendance, time a dị oke mkpa iwepụta time ha ga na-eji abịara gị ọrụ. Iwepụta time ha ga na-eji abịara gị ọrụ so that ka ha ghara ịwụ onye tete mgbe onye ji tete ụra ụtụtụ ya wee bịawa ọrụ. Mba, ha ga na-abịa time ahụ i kwuru. Time ahụ i kwuru ọ bụrụ 8 o'clock in the morning, they must come. Ha ga-ahapụ ihe niile ha na-eme ma ga-ebịa ọrụ on time, bido ọrụ on time. Ị ga-esetikwa time and ka ị na-eseti time a ka ị na-adịkwa considerate, ihe ndị oyibo kpọ considerate. Ị na-echekikwe maka ndị nwere family because ha ga-eleta ndị family anya. So ị ga-amakwa ka ị na-emenyere onwe gị ka ị na-emenyerekwere ha. Ọ bụrụ ị gaghị adị selfish, ihe ndị oyibo kpọrọ selfish, so that ka ha rụọrọ ngị nwa oli ngị nwa ọrụ. Mba, ị ga-ewepụtakwa ndị nwere family ga-eletakwa family ha anya. Ihe dịka na mgbọsị weekend ị ga-ahapụkwa ha ka ha leta family ha anya. Ị nwekwa ihe a na-akpọ shift. A na-enwekwa shift meaning onye nke arụọ tata arụọ echi ọ laa zuo ike ofu ugboro, onye nke arụọ tata arụọ echi ọ laa zuo ike n'ofu ugboro. Accumulatively ha na-arụkọ ọrụ ọfụma. So that is it. Benefit and retirement. Nke a wụ ka ị na-eme ihe niile a ka ị na-ewepụtakwa for ndị kwadoro ịrụrụ gị ọrụ for so long, ndị ga-arụrụ gị ọrụ, ndị ga-arụtere gị ọrụ aka. Ị ga-akwadokwere ha ihe ha ga-eji wee laa nka. Ị ga-ewepụtakwa ego ị ga na-akwụ ha ma ọ na ha rụchara gị ọrụ a ma laa ezumike nka. Ị ga na-akwụkwa ha ụgwọ. Onye rụrụ gị ọrụ 20 years or 25 years ọ nwaana na company gị, so ị kwesịrị iwepụtakwa ego ole ị ga-akwụ ha. So ọ na-adị mkpa. Talent management a wụ n'ime ndị aha iwekwulọrọ ga-arụ gị ọrụ, ha na-arụ gị ọrụ aha. Ị ga na-eche eki enweghịrị ndị na-arụ karịa ndị ọzọ. Enweghịrị ndị ji obi ha niile arụ ọrụ. Enweghịrị ndị na-eti ihe ịtụ ha anya na company gị ka company gị ahụ wee too. So ọ dị ndị ahụ ka ị ga-awụ iwepụta ha, ị na-enyekwa ha obere ego to ịkwalite ha for ha wee na-arụkwara gị ọrụ ahụ more. Training. Nke a dịkwa oke mkpa. Ọ dị oke mkpa. Ihe ma o ji dị oke mkpa wụ ka m kọwagodo ihe ọwụ. Training bụ ịkụziri ndị pụtara ọhụrụ ihe ị chọrọ ka ha rụọrọ gị. Onye ọ na-anabatara na company gị, ị ga-akụzikwere ya ihe ị chọrọ ka ọ na-arụ na company gị afọ, so that ka company gị wee na-eto. And ihe mere nji so ọ dị ezigbo mkpa bụ maka ndị nke nọbụ anọ nwere ike mmadụ nwere ike ichenji at any time. Mmadụ nwere ike ịgbanwe mgbọsị adịrị anya anytime ọbụla. So ọ dị oke mkpa for ngị wee na-etrain kwe, ngị wee na-akụziri ndị batara ọfụrụ ka ha dịkwa ka ndị agha nọgwere ochie, so that ọ ya bụ na onye ochie nwee ka o si kpahie agwa. Ọ kpahie agwa ọfụma nke na company enweghị ike tolerate, enweghị ike ịnabata ọzọ. Ị nwere ike ịchụpụ onye afọ, and ịchụpụ onye afọ ọ gaghị ebu gị aka duto na inwego already ndị itrenuru, ndị kwadoro ọfụma. So ọ ya ọkwana nye nji so ọ dị oke mkpa ngị wee na-etrenu kwa mbọsị. So benefit of HCM. Nke a uru ọ na-abara anyị na company anyị. Improvement in productivity. Uru ọ na-abara anyị wụ ịchịkọtacha ihe niile a m kwuchara, both mana nke English mana nke Igbo, ịchịkọtacha ya ọnụ, ị ga-ahụ na result ya wụ improvement. Ị ga na-improve na company gị. Ị ga-ahụgeli ihe ịtụnanya dị na company gị, ọ ga na-eto, company gị ga na-eto. Assistance in hiring, ọ ga-enyekwa aka ka ị na-enweta ndị toruru ịrụrụ gị ọrụ na that company. Ọ ga-help gị, ọ ga-enyere gị aka inwetewu ndị toruru ịrụrụ gị ọrụ na that company ahụ ị chọrọ. Engagement and retention of employees, ọ ga-enyekwara ya aka. This HCM, uru ọ na-aba, ọ ga-enyere ya aka ịchọpụta ndị dị mma na that company ahụ ị na-arụ, ndị dị mma. So n'ihi na ị na-amonitọ ha, na-amonitọ behavior ha, na-ele mkparamagwa ha na company gị, ọ ga-enyere gị aka. HCM ga-enyere gị aka ịchọpụta ndị ahụ m gwara gị nwere ike ịrụ gị ọrụ with obi ha niile, ndị ahụ ka ị ga-ewepụta. So effective productivity, ihe ọwụ n'Igbo wụrat na ị ga na-ahụ resọtụ gị ọ ga-achawanye na ihe ị chọrọ, ọ ga na-achawanye, ị ga na-eto. So ihe awụcha uru ọ na-aba. So ka HCM na-enwekwa uru, ọ na-enwekwa in fact HCM, ihe nchọpụtara HCM onwe ha ọghọm, ọ dị oke mkpa. HCM dị oke mkpa na ndụ mmadụ and n'ito company, but ihe o nwere ewu nsogbu ha na-efesi, nsogbu dịara ha na problem dịara ha na so problem dịara ha awụ ịchọpụta onye dị mma for that actual job ị chọrọ ka ọ rụọ. Ịchọpụta onye dị mma, ịhọpụta onye dị mma, due to na people can change. So ịchọpụta onye dị mma n'ọrụ afọ, ọ dị oke mkpa. Ya na ma security nwere nche company, ọ dị oke mkpa. Ị ga-ewemata ndị nwa teknọlọji ọfụma, ga-protect, ga-echekwa company data gị maka ndị onyonyo n'ịntanetị. Ya na ị ga-ama ka isi ahandụlụ complain ndị mmadụ na-enye maka company gị, because complain so na ihe na-egrow company, o so na ihe na-eme company ji eto ogologo eto. Because example, ka m goro ihe from your company, ọ dịrọ mma, or I like him otu o si eto, then I have to complain, nyechiga feedback to the company. Ọ dịzere HCM isizi okay, onye nke a nyere complain ndị otu a, onye nke a nyere complain ndị otu a, accumulatively nchịkọta ha ncha niile, ị mara ebe problem si, ebe ndị mmadụ na-akpatụ aka unu kwesịrị ichenji ebe afọ. So ọ na-adị oke mkpa. HCM ihe na-arụ ọrụ afọ. So with all this mention, human capital is important. So ka m si kwuo na mbụ, human capital enweghị ọghọm dị na ya. So ọ dị oke mkpa na company, ọ dị oke mkpa ọfụma. Ọ na-help akwado nto company.
ị nwere ike gaa na the other one, the other
So ebe nke a bụ how to build HCM. So ebe a wụ ọrụ ha na-arụkwa. Ọrụ ha na-arụ wụ ịchọpụtanwu, because ọ dịghịzi ịchọpụtanwu onye dị capable of that work, onye dị capable of that business, onye ji obi ya arụ ọrụ ahụ. Ọ okemọrụ HCM ịchọpụta ndị dị talented, ndị wụ ka ha bịa na company gị, ị na-ịfụwa changes, ịfụwa ihe dị iche dị na company gị, ịfụ na company gị na-eto eto, ọ bụrụ ndị dị lazy, ndị na-ahafụ gị ha rụọ ọrụ, ha ịpụọ ha kwụsị ịrụ ọrụ. Ọ ya wụ human capital system a ọ ga-enyere gị aka ịchọpụtacha ndị agha ji obi ha arụ ọrụ and ndị agha na-eti ihe ịtụ ha anya na company gị ka company gị grow. Example, ị nwere ike hire ndị ga-arụ gị ọrụ, ịfụ onye nọ n'ime ha nwere ike na let assume ka anyị wee na company gị require advertisement, because anything in this world is advertisement. Ofu onye n'ime company, ofu onye n'ime onye ọrụ gị nọ na company ahụ, ọ na-atụsaisi ozi na mkparawa ịntanetị na-agwakwa ndị mmadụ lekwe ebe ọ na-arụ, lekwe ihe dị iche iche company gị na-eme, ọ dị ndị ahụ ka ị ga-ejidosi ike. And ka isi ejidosi ike wụ imere ha salary ha increase, ihe mgbe ị na-akwụ ha imere ha increase. So number 2 is monitor their performance regularly. Nke a bụ ka ị hayachara ndị ga-arụ gị ọrụ, ọ bụrụ ebe ahụ ka ọrụ gị kwụsịrị as a HCM, ọrụ gị akwụsịghị ebe afọ. Ebe ọrụ gị pụtaziri bụ ọrụ gị bịaziri dị mee ọrụ gị wụ ị na-ele mkparamagwa fa na-amonitọ fa ka ị mara ma ndị ahụ ị hayara, ndị ahụ ị wetara n'ọrụ ahụ, ka ị makọ ma ha na-emekwa ọfụma n'ọrụ ahụ. Ọ ya the most important thing, to monitor them. Ile ha anya ka isi ga monitor ha. Ọ bụrụ ịpụta ichewe anya na-elefa ka ị monitor fa, mba, isi ya monitor ha wụ by ihe isi ha rụọ, ka ị makọ ma ha na-finish kwa ihe isi ha rụọ, si ha na-enye gị excuses na ha ihe meghe ji wee rụ ya. Ịbịa n'oge, ka ị makọ ma ha na-abịakwa n'oge, asa onye ọrụ ahụ na-agụ agụụ, ka ị ma ma ọ na-abịakwa n'oge ka ọrụ afọ. Ọzọ ọkwa ihe dịka ka m si ga-eti ya na monitor their first work wụ ịma ma ha na-emekwa ihe ahụ ị chọrọ ka ha mee, otu ahụ isi chọọ ka ha mee ya, ịma ma ha na-emekwa ya ọfụma. So I will monitor their performance. From there, from ihe a m kwuchara now, ị ga-esi na ya họpụta ndị ga-arụ gị ọrụ for long time, iwepụta ndị agaghị arụwo gị ọrụ afọ. Like I said before, ihe a kịta to employ them, ịnabata ha, from ịnabata ha, ị gaghị achọpụta ma ha ọ dị mma ma ha ọ dị njọ, ha rụwara gị ọrụ ahụ, ịmonitọ ha ahụ ka iji ga amazi ma ha ọ dị mma ma ha ọ dị njọ, ihe ndị oyibo kpọrọ eye service, ma ụfọdụ na-eme eye service. So nke ọzọ bụ nke anọ bụ nke atọ, train them so their skill can be enhanced. Nke a n'Igbo nke a dịkwa oke mkpa. Ọ dị oke mkpa. Ihe o ji dị oke mkpa bụ na nke a wụ na kwa ụbọchị ị ga na-etrenu ha, ị ga na-akpọtara ha ụfọdụ, ị ga na-akpọtara ha ndị ka ha n'ọkwa aha, ndị rụgoro ọrụ aha, position aha ha hoduru, ndị nọgoro ebe aha pụọ nọrọ na higher positions. Ị ga-eme ha invite ha bịa kwuo sọmokwu gbasara ọfịs ahụ ha nọgoro before. Ndị nwegoro experience ka a na-akpọ n'oyibo, ha nwegoro experience ahụ pụọ, they are old G's, so they have to call them time to time, kwa mbọsị ịkpọ ọfa ha nye talk, a na-akpọ ya talk, a na-akpọkwa orientation n'ọnụ oyibo. Anye orientation ha gwakwa ndị agha na-arụ gị ọrụ ebe ha chọrọ ka ha ruo n'ụbọchị adịrị anya. So ọ ga-help kwa na-eshapekwa their mindset of what they really want to attain. Nke anọ bụ retain them with a competitive pay. Nke a wụ gbasara salary, gbasara ụgwọ ị ga na-akwụ ha. human being generally we like reward in anything we are doing. Ịnụkọta ọrụ without enweghị pay ọ dịghị possible. Onye ahụ agaghị continue ọrụ afọ. A na-arụ ọrụ na amara. A ga-enweghị you have to pay, you have to do something to gain something. So ị ga-eji ụgwọ, ị ga-eji ego wee na-emekwa ha ka obi dị ha mma because mostly wee ego ka ha neediri. Ị ga-eji ego wee na-emekwa ka obi dị ha mma. So ebe a anyị akọwago n'ebe a ọtụtụ ugboro. Ebe a bụ difference between HCM and HRM. Ebe a dị simple. Ebe a ọwụ na ị na-egro na ị ka dị obere na ị ka na-akwado company gị. Ọ dị important ịkpọ HRM ihe ga-egro company gị. But ọwụ na company gị egro go already. Ihe ị ga-akpọ HCM hawa ọdịnọrụ ha ịkwado company togoro eto already. Togoro eto. So yawa. So ndị be anyị, ụmụ akwụkwọ ibe m, thank you.
Wow. Nwere anyị ajụ ya n'ọnụ Igbo. Anyị nwere ike ịrapụzi ya ka o jee zuo ike. Okay, thank you very much for your presentation, Mr. Okpalugo Emmanuel.
Thank you.
We are so delighted that you're able to explain this in English language and as well as Igbo language. Of course, you know that we are in Thailand and English language is not actually a focus in this country. In fact, some of us that came in here with better English or better grammar, I'm sure that the more you stay, the more it will be affected because the most important thing is to communicate in Thai language here. But we try to combine the two. But the fact that because it's a language, once you speak one language more than the other, you get used to that particular one. And since we are not adding up in terms of English language, we may have found ourselves struggling with it, including myself. I know that I came in here better in terms of my grammatical construction, but not now. I think I am worst off. But anyway, that shows that language is not actually a true test of knowledge or intelligence, like most of us portray in Nigeria. It is more than that. And I am also happy that we are here studying here, learning that this Dutch language is very, very important, and people's culture and way of life, call it tradition, call it whatever you call it. The most important thing is, just as he said in Igbo statement, that it's not all about speaking the best of English, but knowing, being wise, and then doing the right thing at the right time as much as you can. So thank you very much for this, your wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
We hope to see you again if there's another presentation.
All right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
Thank you so much.